Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we are doing a palette bingo with the Kaleidos Club Nebula Palette. I absolutely love doing palette bingos, especially with palettes that I really like and have a lot of variety, so I thought today we'll whip out the Club Nebula, the all reliable, all faithful, and do a little bingo with it. In case you need a reminder of what Club Nebula looks like, it looks like this. We have a lovely colour scheme going on here, lots of blues, greens, purples, peaches. It's just stunning, and I feel like this is the kind of palette, I love doing palette bingos with palettes that could go either very good or very, very bad. So usually with palette bingos, I like to pick between 4 and 5 shades. We'll see how it goes. 4 to 5, let's say, because that's usually the amount that I use for a look. So we're gonna go row by row, so this is 1 to 5, 6 to 10, and 11 to... okay, I'm sorry, I can't do math. I think you get the picture. That's how we're ordering it today. And I'm going to be using a random number generator on Google. Alright, so we have 1 to 15 up here, and 5 was the one that was already there, so we're not going to be using that. So let's generate. Number 3, okay, so, ooh, one of my favorite shades. So the third shade is this one, Gravity. I love this shade. It's a beautiful bright green. So... let's do a cheeky little swatch of it right there. Okay, let's pick the next color. Number 10. Oh no, is that one number 10? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's this shade right here, Cylon. Oh no. It's this lovely, deep, plummy, like, purpley color. I mean, I guess that actually does work together. Already a bit intimidated by this. I think it can work, it can work. All right, the next shade we are getting, number 8. So that is, ooh, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Astro right here. Okay, 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 I think I like this. I don't use this shade all that often. It's very, very stunning. It's just I don't really tend to use, like, deep shimmers quite like this all the time. So that is Astro. Apologies, I had a bit of Cylon on my finger still. Okay, next shade, number 11. Ooh, we get an inner corner shade. So 11 is Celestial right here. And yes, I am counting every single time I do this bingo because don't trust me with numbers. It is this beautiful, like, peachy gold duochrome. Ooh, that is nice. Oh, that is a good inner corner shade. Oh, I kind of want to just keep it at 4. Should I just keep it at 4 shades? Because, like, that is nice. Or do we just go a bit wild and get, like, get one more? I'm gonna be a bit wild. I'm gonna pick one more shade. I'm gonna regret doing this, aren't I? Okay, let's plan this right now. So shades that I would really love to get to go with this color scheme. I would really love to get Queen of Blades, or maybe this shade, 7 of 9, or even Firefly. Like, any of the greeny shades I would be really interested in getting. I feel like a shade that I really wouldn't want to get is probably Red Giant, purely because anytime I see green and red together, I just think of Christmas, and I don't really want Christmas vibes today. Okay, final shade that we are picking. I manifested it. My brain is so powerful. So the final shade we got is Red Giant. I swear I did not plan that. Shit. Oh my god. I'll swatch Red Giant up here. Oh gosh. I mean, I love this shade so much. It's one of my favorite, like, deep reds in my collection. But, like, okay, because the undertones aren't super, like, Christmassy colors, I think I can be okay with it. I really did screw myself, didn't I? So this is the color story we have to work with our palette bingo. I have never used these colors all together. I mean, I have used these two together, but, like, in a look where I did, like, peachier tones on my under eye and then, like, greens on my lid, so, like, it kind of worked. Okay, because part of me is thinking I could do like a classic, like, you know, this on the lid, in a corner, crease, deepen things up, maybe lower lash line or something, or maybe, I don't know. I could do that, or I could do something a bit more graphic with it, like do my classic little winged shape, maybe putting this all over the lid, this is my inner corner, and then doing a liner with these two shades, and then putting this on my lower lash line. Ooh. I quite like the sound of that, actually. The only thing is that because we have these three mattes, they are very, wildly different. I feel like if we got like maybe 7 of 9 or even Samus right here, like one of the like the mid-tone like transition-y kind of shades, it would be a bit easier. But anyways, I'm excited for this challenge, so let's zoom on in a bit closer and get started. Also, you will be seeing this lovely knitted babushka blanket because I've got a brand new tattoo and I cannot put anything over it, and I'm very cold right now, so if you see that, that is why. Okay, so I have already done my base makeup except for blush and that sort of thing. So let's prime my eyes. So we're gonna be using all reliable Milani eyeshadow primer. I do think that doing kind of like a graphic look would be the best with this. I feel like I've been doing a lot of graphic looks with eyeshadow recently in a few of my videos, but I just really like doing them. They're really fun, and I think you can do a lot with them, and you can use more colors in that sort of sense. A little bit scared because the last palette bingo that I did was my Wilderness palette, and I did not like how that look came out, so I'm a little bit nervous for this one. So do I have any brushes that are mildly clean? Okay, so I'm first taking Gravity, and I'm going to just put that in my crease, and I think I'm gonna put that all over my lid as well, because I kind of want to do like an all matte moment in a way, and then have like the liner be the fun part. I think I've done a similar kind of graphic look with Gravity and Queen of Blades in my 3 looks video. And if you're curious, I have done many videos with this palette, so if you want some more inspiration, there you go. Oh, I love this shade. It's super stunning. I think we're gonna wing this out slightly. So I was thinking for the graphic liner, I could either use Cylon and Astro together, kind of like to do like a really cool, like kind of half shimmery, half like matte kind of graphic shape, or I could use Cylon and Red Giant to keep things matte, and then use Astro like kind of on the lower lash line. I think I'm more leaning into these two being the graphic liner, because then I can use the shimmer like on the inner portion and the matte on the outer, and I think that will look a little bit better to me, and then maybe use a bit of this on the lower lash line. That's what I'm thinking. Like, of course, out of all of the shades, 1 in 15 chance of me to get the one shade that I was like, don't really want that. The one shade. Taking a bit of Gravity on this short shader brush just to make sure that it is nice and even. Oh, that shade is so stunning. God. That would be such an easy eye look, just doing this with a bit of mascara in a corner. Done. Stunning. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the graphic liner shape, so we're gonna get on in with Cylon right here, and I'm going to be starting off with the matte. Normally I like to start on the inner portion first, but because we're using a matte and a shimmer, I want to kind of start with the matte first, because we'll be using glitter glue. So, now do I want to do like a full shape or just like a line? I really hope that these don't mix together weirdly. And I am patting this on rather than like swiping it initially, because I don't want to muddy up the colors too much, since they are complementary. Oh, that's cool. The good thing about these mattes is because they are so saturated and pigmented, like It takes barely anything for them to show up. Like, I'm just patting that on, and it is just amazing. I think I'm just gonna leave it at the line. I don't think I'm gonna do like the full-on sweep. So, I'm now gonna do the fun part. We're gonna be taking a bit of the Firene Pixie Epoxy, and I'm gonna be putting this on the back of my hand, kind of like on this area. And then we're gonna be using this brush to paint it on like the inner portions. So let me just clean off this brush. I don't have a paper towel, so I'm just doing this on my knee right now. So my knee is slightly purple. It does look like I have a bruise, but you know what? Oh well. So I'm gonna be taking a bit of that on here. And we're gonna gently be painting this. You're not really gonna be able to see it, but it's that. Okay, and I'm gonna let that dry slightly because the Pixie Epoxy usually performs a bit better if you let it dry a little bit. So, once we fan that a little bit, I'm gonna go in with Astro. I'm really excited to see if this works. I'm sure it will, but we'll see. And because this brush had a little bit of Pixie Epoxy left on it, it sticks really nicely. So let's hope that I don't get any fallout. And again, I am patting and swiping very gently. Big fan of that. I'm going back in with a little bit of Cylon just to kind of blend these two together, kind of re-intensify that. Big fan of that. And I'm just gonna go with this fluffy brush and just kind of whisk away any fallout that might be on the lid. Oh, I'm so happy that came out exactly as I wanted. Yes! Okay. So now I would have really liked this look if I just put the green on the under eye, put the inner corner, job done. But Red Giant has thrown a wrench in the system. Oh no. I did this to myself. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I literally did this to myself. So I think I'm gonna put Red Giant on my under eyes. I'm gonna do a bit of a cop out, I'm sorry. That's the only way that I can incorporate this in the look, at least to my knowledge. It might look cool though. Might be the key word. So I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush, just kind of fluffing that on my under eye. I don't think I like it, but you know, we do what we must. I'm so annoyed that I balls this up. No, look, okay. I need to stop being negative. I think it will turn out nice. Gotta see it till the end. And I'm not gonna be using any of the other shades in the palette to blend this out. I'm gonna be trying to use only face powder to kind of like mesh it with my skin. So I'm gonna be taking a little bit of my face powder. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Loose Powder in Butter, just to kind of help blend out the edges, because I feel like it's a little bit unfair if I don't use it. Okay, you know, I mean, I can't really talk because only one eye is on right now, but I think it looks kind of cool actually. A little bit more Red Giant on here just to make sure the outer corner is really intense. Okay, so for the inner corners, I'm gonna be putting Celestial. So let me just, I might put a bit of this like on the under eyes as well, we'll see. Oh, this is such a stunning shade. Such a lovely peachy color. Okay, and I could put that on the under eyes to kind of like cover that up, but I don't think I really want to, because I think that's gonna take away from things. I will bring it like a bit further on the inner corners like that, just to kind of make sure there's no harsh line and get a lot of eyeshadow in my actual eye. That's very smart, Skye. Okay, I think I actually like that. This is so different from me. I mean, the shape is like pretty Skye-esque, but the rest of it's pretty unique. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera, finish up the eyes like mascara, eye pencil, blush, and lips, and we will be back to talk about this look, because I think the more that I'm looking at it, the more that I like it. I think I like this. Okay, I will be right back in a second. Okay, so this is the completed look. If you're curious about what I used for the rest of my face, basically just blush and lip gloss. So for blush, I used the Kaleidos Lo-Fi Blush Duo in Lo-Fi Peach. I used both of these shades. And for my lips, I am using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. Oh, and I almost forgot. For my waterline, I'm using the Linda Hallberg Mood Crayon in Anger Mood, just for like a nice pop of red to really bring out the red giant shade. Now, honestly, I like this look a lot. I think now that I have both of the eyes complete, like, let me zoom you in a bit closer so you can see. This is not really a look that I would normally do. I mean, I think it's because of how dark the under eyes are. Like, I would normally put like, maybe I would put like a bit of a peach shade there. Like I would put Samus in here to kind of make it a little bit more like, less intense. But I really enjoy this look a lot. I really like the graphic liner. I really like the different colors. And I think that the fact that we got Celestial as the inner corner shade and I kind of blended it in with the red giant shade, it kind of works and just kind of pulls everything together. I was really scared, like looking at this color story, I was a bit like, oh God. Because I've never really dabbled in all of these colors, but I really like how it came out a lot. I think if I did my initial plan of using these three shades, like crease, outer corner, lid, I feel like I wouldn't like the look as much because I feel like it would be a bit too, like these two shades would kind of muddy together and not look that great because I feel like green and purple are quite opposite on the color wheel. Not fully opposite, but they're quite far apart, so they wouldn't really blend together nicely, especially because Gravity has quite a yellow undertone. It just wouldn't really work. I feel like Club Nebula is one of those palettes that you could do multiple palette bingos with and the look comes out completely different every single time. I love this palette so much, and I'm so like pleasantly surprised with this look. I'm really a big fan of it. Thank you, Club Nebula, for sticking around, being great. But anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know what are your thoughts on this look, and if you do a palette bingo with Club Nebula, what shades would you have not wanted to get? I'd be curious to know. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's beautyybyskye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. If you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. We are a small queer-owned business based in the UK and we make handmade candles. The link to shop will be down below along with our social media if you'd like to support it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.